Thank you so much. Let's keep the applause going for DTM Ayan Pal. I think I'm one of the luckiest, very few luckiest presidents to have been introduced by a DTM in such a way. And thank you very much. I would also like to introduce our joint meeting president, the president of TCS Maitri Kolkata Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Rana Singha. I think he's better known as Sagar. I would like to call him by his full name as well. He's a very dynamic young Toastmaster whose passion is Toastmasters as well as dancing. He is also the current Division Q DCP chair, as well as a member of the program quality group in the Division Q. So just for starters, I missed out on announcing that this is as well a joint meeting from VirtuoMasters Club along with TCS Maitri Kolkata Toastmasters Club. But what is going to be even more unique is yet to come. So before I go ahead, I would like to officially declare this meeting open and welcome you all once again to this joint meeting. A huge round of applause, please, for all of us present over here. I'd like to take a few guest introductions, please, before we proceed. If the guests could kindly unmute themselves and please introduce yourself with your name and how you came to know about this meeting as well as Toastmasters in general. I'd like to call upon guest Prashant. If you could please turn on your video and unmute yourself, sir. I guess he's not in. How about guest Pratiti Sengupta? If you could kindly unmute.
Hello.
Yes. Pratiti.
Yeah. Hi. Let me just start my video. One moment, please. Hey, hi. Am I visible?
Yes. Please continue.
Okay. Hi, I'm Pratiti Sengupta, and I will be inducted today as a new member. So, and I'm from Shamnagar. It's on the outskirts of Kolkata, and that's about it. Yeah.
Okay, great to have you on this for this meeting. I hope you enjoy yourself. Let's move on to guest Tanishri Bhattacharya. If you could please unmute and turn on your video, please.
Yeah, hi. This is Tanushree.
Yeah. How did you come to know about Toastmasters, Tanishri?
Yeah, actually, I was getting mailers from Sagar for the Toastmasters. So I came to know about it and I contacted Sagar and I joined as a Toastmaster and today I'll be inducted in this session.
Great. Round of applause, please. Manish Sarkar, if you could kindly unmute and turn on your video. Manish? Okay, I think we can move on to Malini. Guest Malini.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi, this is Malini. I came to know about Toastmasters. Basically, I used to get some mailers and all. But I also took some kind of articulation training in TCS. There, after the training was over, a mentor told me about this Toastmasters, so that I can take it forward. Yes,
you're at the right place. I hope you enjoy the meeting today. It's going to be a spectacular one. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. There is Ankana. Ankana is a guest. If you could kindly turn on your video and unmute yourself. Okay, I guess all the guests are waiting just to watch the meeting and to figure out what's so special.
Good evening, everyone. Today. Hello.
Yes, did someone say anything?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Vishal Agarwal here.
Yeah.
I have been part of this Kolkata Toastmasters. I've been in some of the meetings and looking forward to be part of it.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you so much. we have Munmun Paul.
Yes, I'm just trying to start my video.
Yeah, it's okay. If you have any issues with that, you can just go ahead and speak, please.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. This is Munmun Paul. I have work experience in TCS of 5.5 years now.
Okay.
Joined Toastmasters very recently. This
Okay.
is probably my third meeting and
Great.
second one with you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Are there any other guests who would like to introduce themselves, please?
Hi, Toastmaster Seema. This is Chef Priya. I'm also a Toastmaster. This is my first meeting at your division. Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Rudra, for sharing the meeting link. And it's indeed a pleasure meeting all the veterans of Toastmaster from your division, and a special surprise of distinguished Toastmaster Arnav Nag. Thank you so much for being in the meeting so that I could meet you after a very long time virtually.
Thank you so much, Chef Priya, for joining us. Is there anybody else who would like to introduce themselves? Right. Okay. I think we'll now.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Ritul Anand. I joined the Toastmaster Club last week.
Okay.
I'm a teacher from last 0.78 months.
Wow, that's great. Glad you could join us. Ritu, thank you. Moving forward, I would like to just bring out a few things about my journey as a Toastmaster and how I came to know about DTM. The first 12 to 14 months of being a Toastmaster, I was blissfully ignorant of the term DTM. And it so happened that at one officers training session in one of those larger than life venues at TCS Eden, TCS Gitanjali Park, I came across the whispers of DTM Jennifer Ghosh. Do you know who she is? DTM Arnab Nag and DTM so and so. Okay, so then it went forward, and ignorant that I was, I thought, okay, there were corporates involved in this. So maybe that has got something to do with the DTM. And then a couple of IBMers also popped up. Ayan Pal, DTM. Rati Shankar Ghosh, DTM. So it, and then in that confused state, of course, I couldn't reveal my stupidity. So I calculated and thought maybe it was the corporates did a double Toastmaster. Okay, so corporate and double DTM. I pretended that I accepted all of this because my main focus was how do I speak in front of my audience, my club members, who are all old enough to be my kids. So DTM was way behind, it was way out of my reach. And then when I came out of my comfort zone and visited other community clubs, there came the whispers again. DTM Naveen Mishra, DTM Abdul Rahim, and then, okay, so this is not corporates alone, this has a much larger meaning. And that's when I came across and decided that I really need to look into what is this DTM all about. And it amazed me at the journey that they had to go through to become a DTM. And even now, I feel it is totally out of my league because we always, in the current way, the trend of the social media, we come out with DTMs coming out and the posters being shared. And then finally the posters just fade off and we just congratulate them. But then the entire journey on what it took for them to become a DTM made me realize that we as Toastmasters need to give due credit to all of them. Which is why for this joint meeting, we decided with the help of our enigmatic PR team in the form of Toastmasters Ruchira and Mrudula, they showcased each and every DTM, brought out posters about them. I'm sure all of you have seen, to track their journey on how they came about being a DTM. So the reason that I have publicly announced my stupidity as an early Toastmaster is because I do not want any Toastmaster to be in that same realm as I had been, to be in complete denial of what a DTM, a distinguished Toastmaster, is. So this meeting is dedicated to all the distinguished Toastmasters who have done an amazingly incredible job in pursuit of their own, in pursuit of their own, what can I say? I mean, I'm like speechless to have so many DTMs in front of me. I know they're not physically in front of me, but then it just gives me goosebumps to realize the magnanimity of this meeting. And in order to move forward, I would like to bring in one IBMer. An IBMer is, of course, a professional, but this gentleman came out to me as being very suave and sophisticated when I first met him. All in coat and suit and everything. And I was like, is he really a Toastmaster? I mean, he looks like somebody out of the corporate boardrooms. What can he do at the most? But I came to know about him as a leader because he was my division director last term. And what a powerful leader he is indeed. He's been a Toastmaster for 10 years. And he is one of the first DTMs, the Distinguished Toastmasters, to come out of IBM Blue Voice Toastmasters Club. So without further ado, a huge round of applause, please, for Brati Shankar Ghosh, DTM.